Hey there, and welcome to another video on fascinating historical events. Today we're going to be discussing one of the most momentous battles in European history, the Battle of Waterloo. Not only was this battle a significant event in its own right, but it also played a critical role in the downfall of one of history's most potent and impenetrable empires, that being none other than Napoleon Bonaparte's French Empire. So, let's get started by discussing the background to the battle. After being exiled to the Island of Elba in 1814, the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte made a triumphant return to France in March of the following year. He was greeted by an adoring and loyal French populace who declared him their emperor in just a few months. By this point, Napoleon had already managed to gain control over a large portion of Europe, with nearly all of his European rivals becoming his vassals or allies. However, England and their coalition partners, which included Prussia, Russia, and Austria, remained a constant threat to Napoleon's power. After mustering up a coalition army, the British commander and the Duke of Wellington, alongside his allies, found themselves in Belgium, hoping to stop the French from moving into the region. The two armies eventually met at Waterloo on June 18, 1815. The battle itself was quite a tumultuous affair, with both armies taking heavy losses and the control of the field altering hands multiple times. The French, under the command of Napoleon, were holding their own for the most part, and it looked like they would emerge victorious. However, things took a turn once the Prussian army, led by Field Marshal Blücher, arrived to support the British army. This allowed for a final charge by Wellington's forces, which eventually led to the French army's collapse. The Battle of Waterloo was a massive turning point in history, marking the end of Napoleonic rule and its replacement with a global political order that lasted for decades to come. But, why was this battle so instrumental in Napoleon's downfall? Well, it's believed that if Napoleon had won the battle, he would have managed to steer France back onto the world stage, and possibly even be recognized as an influential player in a newly forming international order. But with his defeat, the French emperor had no other option but to accept the offer of abdication that the Allies had placed on the table. Napoleon was exiled once again, this time to the island of St. Helena, where he died in 1821. The Battle of Waterloo was significant for more than just its role in ending Napoleonic rule. It remains a prime example of how war and other external factors, such as political and economic instability, can shape a nation's identity and direction. It also reveals how destructive and relentless war can be, not only to the soldiers on the battlefield but also to the citizens who are caught up in its wake. All in all, the Battle of Waterloo will always be remembered as one of the most important battles of not only the Napoleonic era, but also in the history of Europe. It marked the end of one empire and the beginning of another global order. So, that's all for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed our discussion on the Battle of Waterloo and its role in the downfall of Napoleon. Thanks for watching.